We have another fun day in the market here today. October 5th, 2023. Um, I just wanted to do a quick market recap today. It's not even the market's not even closed yet, and I'm doing a market recap. That should tell you something immediately, right out of the gate, about how I feel about today. There's absolutely nothing to be done. Let me tell you why. So, I'm seeing trades left and right all over the place, and, not everyone has the same style as me. But for me personally, I need to see a breakdown above or below of the previous day to really feel like I should make a trade. Yesterday, I made one trade, even though we did not break out of that range. That, in my opinion, was a mistake. I got lucky on it. Market moved down today, pulled that down as well. I took profit on it, took profit on another position that I took the day before that, which was a breakdown day. Today, I have taken 0 positions and I have absolutely no care in the world. Now, I've said in previous videos how I'm frustrated when good trades don't appear because, I can't make a living. And that's true. But at the same time, I know that under certain conditions, there's going to be less probability in terms of any kind of pick I make. It could be the best stock in the world, like I don't know. I've seen a lot of people talk about McDonald's today. If we look at this chart, we can see beautiful, beautiful 5 minute, beautiful daily chart. It's breaking down below the last 2 days here, and you can see how beautiful the relative weakness is on this stock. Um, it was consolidating here when SPY was consolidating, and then before SPY started selling off, I'll have to double check that, which I will in 1 second. Um, it started tanking. Um, so let's see when it started pulling back here. September 21. Let's look up SPY. September 21. Okay, did start breaking down the same day, but if you look here, this is the key moment here. We've got a breakdown that was a lot of overlap in these candles. This one even was green. You might think, oh, maybe we're establishing support there. You never know. Um, then we've got more red, bounce, da 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 da. Let's go back to McDonald's. So we got a lot of overlap. On SPY, we have a lot of overlap, a lot of bouncing, so on and so forth. McDonald's, big red, basically no retrace. Red, continuing down, a little bit of indecision here. Boom, more selling down, sell, 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 continuing selling today. So, it's not that this is a bad trade. You might ask, okay, well, if it's a good trade, then why aren't you in it? Well, I have a very specific set of criteria, and I'm quite conservative when it comes to which trades I I'm willing to put my money into. That's not saying that all these people who I trade with are wrong for taking McDonald's here short. I really don't believe they are. I just personally know that when SPY, which you can see here, here's where our current price is. Here's the low of yesterday, and here's the high of yesterday. So what are we doing? We're inside that high and low of yesterday. So I don't really want to make a trade here. If we were down here, yeah, I'd go short. If we were up here, okay, maybe I'd look for a long. But we're not either. So I'm just kind of sitting around, going on my phone, doing nothing. Um, and yeah, I mean, it's a pretty relaxing day for me. I took profit on things, and that's all I've done today. I've been referencing how I'm in Microsoft. That I'm going to be chopping its head off today. It's not going to be in my account anymore after today. It's finally the LRSI on the daily chart here is finally crossing above point 0.2. I don't really want to see it above there if I'm going to hold it. It's finally above it. I'm going to sell it for a loss today. And depending on what kind of price I can get for it, like if we see any kind of late day selling here and we get it anywhere, basically anywhere below VWAP, will still net me a profit for the day. So this loss will not even dent my P&L for the week. So that's awesome. You always like to see that. Um, Getting back to the topic at hand, I just want to explain why I feel absolutely comfortable not doing anything. So basically, there's a lot of schools of thought in trading. There's people who day trade, there's people who swing trade, there's people who scalp, there's people who do everything. Some things are contextual, like I'll even day trade if I don't believe that the market is set up for any kind of swing conditions. So you could argue that I could have plugged away some day trades today, but the reality is I'm not a big fan of day trading unless I have to. And based on where SPY is on the daily chart right now, I feel pretty comfortable being in the swing mindset. So I don't even want to even think about day trading right now because I hate day trading. You often take small gains on things. It's it's just it's I don't know. You don't make as much money, and it causes me a lot of stress, and that's something I need to get over. Something I need to work on. Something I need to get better with. But it's not something that is going to happen overnight. It's not something that's going to happen right now. So I'm fully comfortable just sitting here and doing absolutely nothing. Um, I have a nice gain for the week. All my trades have worked out so far that I've taken this week, and I can't complain. So why would I throw a wrench in that? Basically, if we look at SPY, let me bring up SPY here. I want to show why it could possibly be prudent that I am not taking any shorts here. Now, you have to think about this in the context of how I trade. If I'm getting into any kind of short positions today, or not necessarily today, let me just explain. The way I typically trade is, I'll just give you an example. So um, ON Semiconductor, I shorted that on this day right here, October 3rd. So I got in somewhere over here. I was targeting what was I targeting? Because I hit it. I was targeting the high 86s. So 86.96 was my ultimate target. I was willing to take it at 87, which I think I did. So you can see on here, let me disable that. So on October 3rd, I got into profit on it, bounced up back above this line, didn't make me feel good, but is what it is. It proceeded to open down here the next day. It was only there for like 1 second. It was very close, in fact, to my profit target, but bounced up, closed up here, and I did not sell it, and then opened up here today, sold all the way down to this point, hit my profit target. I took profit. It was a nice chunk of change I got on that. Um, Nearly a $1 profit on my options. Um, but yeah, it was a good trade. So you can see here that I basically don't care about what happens as long as it stays within what I believe is a reasonable, um, like a reasonable range on the chart to hold, so that my thesis is still confirmed. So if I'm saying, okay, this is a relatively weak stock, I believe it's weaker than the market, which the daily chart, not as weak as it could be, but on that day specifically, I felt the 5 minute was a lot weaker than SPY, so I was willing to go short. I proceeded to short it. My thesis was valid at the time of shorting it. It bounced, messed around a little bit, eventually came into profit. So within that mindset of trading, this is kind of a dangerous spot to be in with SPY. And the reason being is that, so we're above the 200 SMA right here. We've got one trend line coming up here. We got another one over here. We got a new one over here that just appeared. I don't really know how valid that is, to be quite fair. But the point is that this kind of setup here, you don't want to like think like, okay, we're definitely getting a bounce, but the probability isn't zero. So if the market isn't telling me, okay, I'm go, go, go down below this level, I'm ready to blow through the 200, I'm ready to blow through this trend line, then I'm kind of thinking, okay, it wants to be in this range here. That's fine. I respect that. I'm not going to just pile on the short side here. In fact, my last short I even have on right now is Microsoft, which I'm going to close today for a loss. No ifs, ands, or buts. That trade will be closed today for a loss, which is fine. Because that happens. You can't not take losses. That's one thing. Some people, this is just a side tangent really quick, but some people go and they say, I have a 95% win rate or something, which is fine. I mean, it's totally possible to have a 95% win rate. But in that win rate, you better be taking losses on the stocks that are no longer valid. And, Microsoft, it's not the worst looking daily chart here, but you can see how I got in here on September 26th, and it's really not cooperating. So I'd rather just say, okay, I was wrong. I'll take my loss on that one, move on, find better stocks than I think my expiration on that put is October 20 or October 27, something like that. So I still have weeks out. But the fact is like, okay, well, what am I going to sell it when it's up here and I'm down like $1,500 or $2,000? Yeah, I'd rather not. I'd rather take my loss down here when it's way smaller. It's a loss that my gains today alone will cover. So, whatever, no big deal. Moving on to find better trades. So that's my side tangent there. But back to what I was saying about SPY, we're in a position right now where, sure, yeah, we could come down and test this. And if we do, I'm shorting. No ifs, ands, or buts. If tomorrow we open somewhere, anywhere around here, and then we break this low that we set today, I will be shorting. That is a fact. Now, am I going to get premature on that? Hell no. We always wait for confirmation. Trading without confirmation is like the dumbest thing you can do. It's like planting a tree or building a fence without knowing where your property line is. Why would you ever do that? Okay, then you just created even more work for yourself. You created more costs for yourself. You screwed everything up for what? It doesn't make any sense. So that's what I've been doing today. Pretty much nothing, and that's the reality sometimes. If you're watching someone online who's making trading look like it's the most thrilling, adrenaline junkie thing that you will ever see, it's fake. It's completely fake. This job can sometimes be incredibly boring. I will say that in a bull market, it's a lot more action. It's a lot more stressful in terms of like constantly looking at things, constantly finding new trades, managing a lot more trades at once. It's far more stressful in that regard. It is not more stressful in the regard of knowing, am I going to make enough profit this month to pay for my life? That is not the part that's more stressful. That's the part that's more stressful right now. The trades I have on are not stressful at all currently. But basically, that's the bottom line for today. It's a great day to do nothing. If you want to throw in some day trades, be my guest. If you're good enough to manage those properly, you only know that. That's the thing about trading. It's all on you. You have to be completely accountable for yourself. If you know that you can handle a day trade on a day like today, go for it. But I really don't think today is a day to load up any swing trades. And I'm mainly a swing trader, like 90% swing trader. So I'm just chilling. I'm doing nothing. And I have no problem with that. So trade well. Hope that's helpful.